most interesting thing and the most exciting thing. So, look, imagine that, I mean, the very beginning is a short answer, but the way it works is like you're on your balcony, right, with a friend. It's late night, you know, a couple of beers, you know, you're just sitting on the beer case and just speaking about whatever you can speak at 2 o'clock in the night, right? And, you know, there's some sort of a crazy idea that comes to mind. And, you know, because of the night and the beer and this and that, it seems like a great idea. And sometimes tomorrow you're thinking, oh, you were speaking about something either you don't remember or you realize how dumb an idea it was. But sometimes, you know, it seems to be like, oh, you know, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, let's meet tomorrow again, and let's meet and let's see what the hell we were speaking about. Mm-hmm. And if that is not that dumb as it could have been, you write, you know, a one-pager business plan or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, napkin. Yeah, exactly. So it's so exciting because out of nothing, a couple of beers, you know, 2 guys in a balcony, 1 week later you have a business plan. So wow. There's something, right? And then if that doesn't make sense, you just throw it away. But if kind of potentially is not that stupid, then you start developing. I mean, in software, you can, I mean, between 2 guys, I mean, you can start programming. And 1 month later, you have an MVP, you have a product, right? So that is such an amazing thing. I mean, you know, 2 guys, a couple of beers in the balcony, you know, 1 week later you have a business plan, 1 month later you have a product. And then you just realize that, you know, the MVP is done, you have to have some users and you put it online or whatever it is, the app, the product, you put it online and it's not perfect and everything, but there is a download or create user or whatever button there for people to use it. And then you go in the back office and in your dashboards and see, oh, nobody's doing this. You are starting calling your friends, you know, can you please create a user and tell me? And you realize the first user created. So the first user created, and then the first user that's not your friend, the first user that you don't know who the hell she or he is. So that's such an amazing and empowering thing. So, you know, a couple of beers, you know, 2 friends in the balcony, you know, a business plan, an MVP, and the first user. So the first user, even now when I'm speaking, you know, I'm getting goosebumps. So the first user that is actually using it, I have all the tools to actually see that user. Oh, he went here, he's using this. Oh, that's bad. He's sending emails that, you know, it's so bad, the product, and it's great. I mean, the bad product to start with is great, right? And then you're doing this and you're you're getting 1 more friend that's working overnight because, you know, he's a student morning in the university, in the afternoon he's going to work, and then overnight he's helping you with that. And at some point in time, you put the magic button there, pay now, or, you know, apply for whatever plan and everything, right? And again, you go back to to your dashboard and everything, and you try to figure out, so new user, is he gonna pay? He's not gonna pay. And when somebody's paying, it's such an amazing feeling. Somebody, it's giving you money for the product that you've created with your own hands, right? So couple of beers, couple of friends in the balcony, you know, business plan, product, first user, first money that somebody actually paid to reward your work and ideas. And that's so amazing. And then you start building on it and everything, and then you get to break even, and then it's not interesting anymore.
There the story ends. So now I understand why 37.
There you go.
So I guess you were kind of like, looking for these first successes, the little successes.
But that's where the most of the value. That's your drug. That's where the most of the value is being created, right? Because you create value from nothing to something which is infinite, right?
True.
Exactly.
Yeah, then it goes a bit.
And then you get into once you're break even, you are growing 20% per year.
But then what about the first exit? I mean, weren't you ecstatic about it?
Yeah, absolutely I was. Absolutely, for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was the first user paying for your work that made you more excited, I guess.
Absolutely. So exits are ecstatic from whatever I'm doing right now, which is taking care of everything above the CEO, like the board of directors, the shareholding, the M&A activity, and so on. And it's great that you are putting the company into the hands of somebody better than you that can take care of the company better for the future and the product.
And if you're just as passionate about innovation as we are, hit subscribe for the Recursive Podcast on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. We're everywhere.